Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How is everybody? Welcome to your weekly energy check-in like we always do. Oh, this just flipped out as your overall energy. So I guess that means we have a lot to talk about. Anyway, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is the Mystic Leo. My name is Anna. I'm a very proud Leo. Put your paws up top if you know what that means. We're going to jump right in. We're going to look at things like the overall energy of the week, side messages from spirit, money, love, career, their gift of the week, what your biggest challenge is, lots of different things. So sit back and relax and hang out with me a little bit. If you are interested in doing readings with me or doing any kind of life coaching, you can find that information down in the description box below, all the links that you can book with me. And yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't forget to like and sub. Come on back and see me, okay? Let's jump in. So, overall energy, you got the man holding a coin. I like that. I like that, and I'm going to read the meaning for you, but I first also want to get you an angel message and an angel number for this week. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right, you got the 000. I love this because 0 for me always makes me think of Aquarius energy, the Fool, rebelling, and also anything being possible. But this card says you are receiving guidance and protection from the universe. Trust in the divine plan for your life. See that? All right. Now, you guys got the man holding a coin. This is card number 43, and I'm going to go ahead and read this for you. This is your overall energy for the week, okay? He looking fine? No. It says a male connection in money, health, and value. This card shows a man sitting in a lushly flowering field holding a large, bright coin. For men, this can indicate an aspect of yourself and a readiness to further your goals and receive increased health, money, or value in your life. Greater success is on its way when you take control of your own finances and act. This card upright could also reveal the assistance of a financial advisor or healer whom you already know or are soon to meet. This man is helpful and may bring you sage advice concerning the action you need to take next. Be open to this person showing up with support, but always turn to your own intuitive guidance to weigh the information you receive. This could also signify a new love interest with a wealthy man or a man from work. Okay, hey, all right. Let's go, Leo. It's looking like a good-ass week already. Okay, so let's take a look at... There's Sachi scratching my... What is she? Is she just going to do this every... Hey! Every time I start a video, she's like, scratch, scratch, poke. Hey! That's the actual chair I'm sitting on again. Sorry. She knows she's naughty, y'all. If you've been around here long enough, you know my Sachi, my little black cat. She's black catting right now. All right. So let's also get a card for the overall energy this week as well. All right, guys. That cat. Every time I turn the camera on, she's like, I'm going to come and scratch your chair. Okay? And then I'm going to go where you can see me and I'm going to scratch. All right. Overall energy. Ooh, running the show this week. Emperor energy with Aries here. I like this. Being your own boss or just being in boss mode. I'm loving that for you guys. Okay. So let's look at your focus on money this week. Finances, opportunities. Where is it going? Where's the vibe headed this week for money? Okay, what else? Some of y'all are taking a break from spending. Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Okay, so some of you may be going through something financially, so I feel like you're taking a break from spending. You have the Four of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So creating healthy boundaries for yourself, maybe even others, so that you can deal with creating money or just saving money. So I'm definitely getting that. You may be telling people like, hey, look, like I can go out, but I can go to this place because they got 2 for 1. You feel me, fam? Or I can go for the happy hour and I can do it one time this week. So I feel like you're creating either internal boundaries with people or people outside of you. so that you can work on healing your financial situation. I'm seeing some of you working out how you're paying some stuff, and figuring out how to generate income. The Ace of Pentacles is great because there's some money coming towards you this week. So that's going to be a benefit for you. This is heavily on your mind with the Nine of Swords. You're kind of stressed out about it. And I think that there's maybe a good opportunity here for you to sort of discipline yourself this week so that you have more that you're looking forward to later. Okay, later. It's not easy. It requires you having a lot of discipline here. Okay, so let's take a look at your career and purpose, your work opportunities for you. Let's talk about work and career, please. I think I'm going to get another card for you guys as well. Okay, Six of Pentacles. I like this. Talk to me about work and career, please. The Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. There's something here about you getting an opportunity to have like creative, like being the creative consultant, or your ideas, your passion being something that is going to be beneficial for wherever you are. Even people recognizing this and kind of giving you what feels like free reign to do your thing at work. Okay, Miss Sachi, hey, can you come on, man? I'm doing a thing. She's doing it again. Anyway, I feel like you're in a really good place for some of you with your career. You're very satisfied. You're building something or you're working up to something here. But this week, I feel like you get some sort of opportunity that lets you shine a little bit more and use your charisma, your charm. If you're in sales, I see sales going really well. I see a good exchange of money here with the Six of Pentacles too. So it's telling me that you may make offers to people that they accept this week, okay? If you're doing something like that, maybe there's an account that goes really well. This person praises you to whoever whoever's your super, your boss, or what have you, okay? So I really, really like this energy. I feel like there's a justifiable reason to feel really good by the end of this week when it comes to your career. Minor acknowledgments even, but I just feel like there's an opportunity for you to kind of shine and be offered something that you're good at and prove yourself, like really show what you're skilled at this week. Okay, so let's dive into, actually, you know what, I lied. Let me get one or two of these cards here when it comes to your money and your career, just to kind of wrap this up. Talk to me about this week for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, trust me, Sachi's going to come along again and try some trash. She always does. You got the cup and the candle, the two C's. Let's see. The candle says ambition, hustling, taking action, manifesting money, which we have here, the Ace of Pentacles, manifesting money. We also have management, something, maybe you're doing something that has high risk, but you're obtaining some sort of visibility, or doing something, again, that shows like your, for lack of a better term, athleticism when it comes to your job, right? Running circles around people and it's being noticed. You have the cup, prosperity overflowing, your cup being full, but for some of you, this can also indicate an empty bank account, so be careful of that. We also have careers with nurturing, taking care of other people, handling your business and feeling very, very fulfilled with that this week, okay? So dig that energy for you guys. Let's take a look at love. Let's do a little love reading. All right. Let's see. What's shifting? What's the dynamic in the love relationship this week for Leo? What's going on with love this week? Oh, hey, King of Wands. Some of y'all doing a little freaking dicky. I'm kidding. Maybe you are, but I mean, it's natural. All right, what else? Okay, strength in reverse. There's something you or somebody else is no longer holding back on. They're just letting it rip here. Okay, the Hermit. What else? Give me one more card. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. So, I feel this week for you, interesting. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Leo. I also have, Taurus. For me, this sort of feels like a deep dive into being in a relationship and somebody not holding back anymore. There's like a discovery I think that somebody makes here with the Hermit card. And somebody realizes they really want to be in a relationship with you. I think with the Strength in reverse, this person has been holding back from a little while. They have a lot of feelings for you. Maybe you also have feelings for them. But it just sort of feels like somebody who wasn't ready for a relationship or to be in a connection with you is now ready to make this commitment with you. Not just we hang out, this is sort of up in the air, we're just having a good time. I think somebody's really seeing what it is about you that makes the connection very special this week, where you're doing this with somebody and there's this sort of, I think this might be the right time, the right thing, the right person, and I really want to go for this particular relationship, okay? Like I said, again, the overall energy is Emperor, so this is relationship number one, since the Emperor is somebody who's in a relationship. And number two, it's boss energy. There's a really like, where last week I think it was more like, what the hell's going on here? Why is there no confidence? This feels more like I'm confident about this. There's dropping this maybe fear of holding back or being afraid to maybe be in a committed relationship. And I get the sense that whoever was feeling this was afraid, was having FOMO. Like, if I get into a committed relationship, I may quite possibly miss something else that might be better for me. But I think there's a realization, like a come to Jesus moment, for lack of a better term, was somebody is saying, you know what, I really think that this could possibly be it for me. Okay, maybe I'm so busy looking elsewhere at other things that I'm not recognizing what's directly in front of me. So I think that there's an awakening and awareness with that, right? Somebody's kind of going deep with that. Now, I want to know, what is the biggest challenge when it comes to the love connection? What's the biggest challenge with this love connection? Oh, moving on it, just doing it, the Chariot. It's overcoming that energy that makes a person want to stop. You know, when the Chariot's stopped, it's heavy, it doesn't go anywhere, okay? But when a Chariot gets moving, it's building momentum. So I think the biggest thing here was somebody's momentum on it. They just were sleeping. They just were sort of resting. They weren't really doing anything about it. And for those of you who are single, I think that you've been in this place for a long time. That's been a comfort zone. You've been alone. You've been all hermity, right? And wanting to go out, wanting to maybe meet people, and kind of always giving yourself an excuse or a reason. So you're recognizing this week that part of what you've been doing is not, quote quote, protecting your, it's, let me not say that, it's not, I want to almost say protecting your energy. It's literally been you in a I don't feel confident conversation, and you've been, maybe some of you, maybe quite possibly, you've been faking yourself out about that. So I see you getting out there. You're overcoming the thing that's been stopping you. Maybe it's just taken some time to recognize what that is, and now here you're actually going for it. So the biggest challenge is getting out the door, actually doing it. Okay. and going out and meeting people. And do you meet somebody for singles? Let's just see. Do the singles meet somebody? Because I know that some of you are entangled with somebody. Do they meet somebody? Yeah, you meet more than one person. Three of Pentacles, going out with your friends, and suddenly you're like, oh, hi, how you doing? All right, so I do feel like you meet somebody. You have Cancer, or sorry, Pisces at the bottom here. Cancer, Pisces, whatever. Some readers say Cancer, some of us say Pisces. To me, it's all water energy anyway. But the moon here says that there's been some fears. And I do feel like you come out and you meet somebody. It feels a little nervous. It feels a little scary at first. But here you are, right? All you needed to do was take the initiative. So that's what I have regarding love. Let's look at what your gift of... What? Girl, you better not zoom me your nails on my chair again. She did it again. I told you. I told you guys. Now she's the one. Listen, Petunia's down for a nap, okay? She's literally like a baby. She's like a baby. And this one now has a zoomies. So she's like, I'm going to get in mama's face. There she comes again. Hey, you hear her? She sounds like a little tiny horse. Just clup, 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 clup. All right, let's look at the gift of the week. What's the hidden or unexpected blessing for this week? What's the blessing, Lord? I'm going to get one or two cards for this one. What's the hidden gift or the unexpected blessing for Leo this week? Oh, hell yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so some of y'all stocks is looking good. There's something also that you may have put some energy to, a seed that you planted that is coming to fruition. That could be an idea. That could be a lot of different things. It also could be a financial blessing for you this week. I also feel like there's like an energy swap between you and a person that's really super helpful or gives you some sort of guidance this week. We kind of had that with the man holding the coin too. Well, let's see what else we got here. What's the blessing or unexpected gift? Yes. Kings and queens, look at the money. Okay, growth. So some of y'all getting paid for existing, and I love this for you. It also says good money flow. So expect good money flow, a raise, a new job offer coming for you this week. That's beautiful. And it says it's important to unlearn to grow as rules continue to morph and change. So I think what this is really trying to say is like unlearning rules that you've grown into as you are growing and changing. Okay, so the rules change as you're morphing and as you're growing, so be with that. It also says for some of you, you're delaying your growth. The process of healing is worth doing. So if there's stuff that you need to look at, the blessing this week is that something might be highlighted for you so that you can specifically dig into that work, because some of y'all, that money stuff, it's not happening for you because there's something there that maybe you haven't recognized just yet. And I feel like the gift of this week is that something is highlighted here and comes to your attention so that you are able to recognize it and do this work. Okay, so I love this for you. What else? Let's see your biggest challenge, your biggest obstacle for the week. What's the biggest obstacle for Leo this week? What's the biggest obstacle? Ooh, could be financial issues. It could be closing on a house. It could be property, something to this effect. It could also be like if some of y'all are dealing with any kind of court thing around inheritances, that could be an obstacle. It could be that there's a little bit of stuff coming up within the family, maybe even some uncomfortable energy between you and somebody else here, if this is your biggest challenge. Also, I think your biggest lesson though too is to sometimes put family first, or put like your energy to your legacy first. As a business owner, they always say pay yourself first. But I think in certain circumstances, something that might be great for you here is to, put yourself first, but also put those you care about first too. Like prioritize that as you would prioritize yourself. So this is telling me that there may have been a lack of attention to family detail orientated detail. Okay, because the thing is that not everybody's here for a long time, but we're here for a good time, right? So there could be a situation with family members where somebody's kind of aging out or whatnot, and maybe you've kind of kept yourself from being around these people for whatever reason. And I think that there's a message here talking about thinking about those people, right? Putting them into your thoughts or maybe into your actions. Okay. So, interesting challenge this week. Could be financial too, could be around your family, anything else. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. This challenge has to do with staying the course, staying on track, continuing to keep yourself going. Maybe you feel a little bit challenged with that this week, or wanting to continue on the same path that you've been going. So because maybe for some of you it's been a little bit challenging, but I think there's an encouragement to honestly keep going here, okay, and keep following through. That also looks like a challenge, following through on things, promises, maybe with the Ten of Pentacles that you've made to certain people, maybe even your kids, right? Or to yourself. Okay, so let's look at Spirit's closing messages for you guys. I've taken up plenty of your time, and thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget, give it a like, share it out, tell a friend to tell a friend. All right, make sure you put your notifications on, guys. That's how we survive here on YouTube. When you get notified and you come check us out again, okay? So, your closing message and your guidance this week has to do with thinking about you, okay? First of all, avoiding confrontations is going to be a big thing. You're going to want to say some shit, but not everything that's on your mind is something that needs to come out of your mouth. So I feel like this is the first message. The second thing is about feeling conflicted, but not always having to choose yourself, okay? Sometimes there are certain situations where you might feel conflicted about wanting to do something, but it is actually the kind or the nice thing to do for a friend. Like maybe you don't want to do something, or your kids want to do something and you're just like, I just don't like this and I don't want to do it. Sometimes it means the world to people because maybe their love language is like acts of service or quality time, that you sometimes allow yourself to not think selfishly in those positions and just sort of soften the self and do something, even though you don't always want to do it, okay? It sometimes means the world to something. I know that I'm sure a lot of people wish they could go back in time and be like, I fucking absolutely hated that. I never did it. My dad always wanted me to do it, and now their parent is gone or whatever, and they wish they would have done it. So I feel like there's a sort of like, don't regret, focus on what you can do now, what you can compromise on now, so you don't have regrets about things that you could have done later, okay? That's the best way that I could put this message for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on this ADHD. You didn't know I had a brain on me, did you? Well, now. Okay, these pants are hurting my belly button. That sucks. All right. So let me get a few little closing messages. I don't know. Just doing my thing. What else do you have for the Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Whoa. What else do you have for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's the message you want to close out with, Spirit? What's the closing message for the Leos? Oh, you got two. Okay, so you have stand still. Take some time. Be in silence right now. a little bit of allowing, right? You know, we're Leos, you know what I'm saying? Fire signs, we like to try to control things sometimes, but just be in the beingness. Spend some time in silence this week. It's good for your soul. And then we have diligence, which I love this card. It's so these cards are just pretty in general, but diligence is that challenge that you had this week about staying the course. Like, a lot of times we can't see the end of something when we think we know how it's going to turn out. You don't know how it's going to turn out, and that's why it's important to keep doing what you know you should probably do, which is just keep working at it. So I feel like I just have to, like, I have to keep saying to you, just keep swimming, because things are eventually going to start working out for you, okay? And I'm not a huge fan of like, oh, the universe is testing you, but it's more of us testing ourselves and our own resilience, okay? So stay the course, remain diligent. I feel like something's coming through for you, but make sure that you are resting, that you're taking appropriate time of like silence so you can have clarity at the same time, okay? And my last message for you guys is this. I guess there's two and I'm going to take them. Maintain your peace. Yes, maintain your peace. And I am always in the right place at the right time. I want you to make that your mantra right now. I am always in the right place at the right time. I'm always in the right place at the right time. All right, guys. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate love each and every one of you. And I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to like it. See you later. Bye.